Hey kid, you want a toy? How about a bike? No. A video game? No. Well, okay, you pick out a toy. I want log. Yes, log. All kids love log. What rolls downstairs, alone or in pairs, or over your neighbor's dog? Won't spring for a snack, fits anyone's back. It's log, log, log. It's log, log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. Log, log. It's better than bad, it's good. Everyone wants a log. Get your log today. Everyone needs a log, log, log. Log provided by the planet Earth and harvested by Acme. What's the matter, you pair of toys? Wow, welcome back to the August 2015 Hero Seed podcast. This has been a crazy summer, and again, we want to apologize for the last month, but due to family conditions and loss of one of our own, we had to forego the July podcast. So I think this month's podcast is going to be a little more introspective of social media and how it relates to the 5 C's: comics, characters, creativity, culture, and connections. Because really that's what's kept us going over the last month with all our fans and all of our friends. And that has to be one of the more powerful connections, truly, and that's through the internet. So I guess we're going to jump right into a few things. There are some notifications, again, like we said, of events that you can download, you need to be aware of for the month of August, especially here in Atlanta, Georgia. So you can take your notes accordingly. Okay, first of all, over at HeroCentral.org, the new HC Studio newsletter is up and available. So that's the Hero Central Studio newsletter. You can get that at www.herocentral.org. It has a plethora of what's going on at the studio, which is our sponsor promotion here at Hero Central TV for the Hero C podcast. Looks like Art is King, operated by Dan Flores, artist, the man, entrepreneur, instructor, guru, mentor, and awesome tattoo artist. He's holding several different classes and events all around the place of Atlanta and Georgia, as well as attending several events not associated with Art is King, but definitely promoting and benefiting art here in our Georgia area. So you definitely need to check out artisking.org. Okay, also, musical, Mary Poppins the Musical starts performance here in Atlanta this August the 6th through August the 16th. You definitely check that out. It's a wild, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious kind of evening for your family to check it out. Barbecue Fest in Atlanta will be held on Friday, 8/14/2015. That is listed on any of the sites, especially on Atlanta Planet. That's Atlanta, Planit, Planet. So you can have all the direct information. Comic conventions and events. Let's see. Onyx Con is going to be held the 14th through the 16th here in Atlanta. And Atlanta Comic Convention will also be held off of Claremont Road on August the 16th, which is Sunday from 11 to 5. You can get, that's right off exit 91 on 85. I'm sorry. Yeah, exit 91 on 85 outside of Atlanta and down from Decatur. Definitely check out the Great Artist Alley. It's free to see the Artist Alley and interact with them, but I think it's like a $3 charge to get in to see the dealer's room. Definitely get your back issues, get some things signed, check out your cosplayers. That's definitely a fun convention for a Sunday afternoon. Over at the Fernbank Museum of Natural History on the 22nd of August, Dinosaur Days. So they're definitely going to have cosplayers come celebrate all things dinosaur. Definitely on the 22nd there at Fernbrink. Just off of Scott Boulevard and Ponce de Leon, where it turns to Ponce de Leon. Okay, also in Piedmont Park, the end of the month, on the 30th of August, 8/30/2015, they're going to have an ice cream festival again. So that is definitely some fun time. Come bring the family. Check it out. You'll enjoy it, I guarantee. Let's see, observances this month of note. August 17th is Aviation Day. And then 8/21 is Senior Citizens Day. So definitely take a moment to help support. Maybe you know some senior citizens or elderly people who need just to stop by. They may not need something other than just some words of encouragement. Definitely stop by on the 21st and just give them a hug. That's what they need. That's what we all need, but especially on that day of 8/21. Okay, we're going to talk about some websites of note. I think these deal with art, publishing, creativity, connections that you need to pay attention to. They give very good resources for you. We mentioned HeroCentral.org being this particular podcast sponsor. They have webcomics for free. They have updates, they have services. There are people that work with the actual studio, not only helping in productions, but comics, storyboarding, ghostwriting, editing. They'll actually draw, penciling, inking, lettering, as well as scripting. So they provide a lot of comic services at reasonable rates for independent publishers especially. Dan Flores' website, artisking.org, ARTISKING, is also another really good resource. You could check it out. They've got Flipboard magazines that are updated monthly, podcasts themselves that are monthly updated. A lot of great interaction and support in the Atlanta area with Dan's work. So definitely check him out. Another artist that is really catching the eyes and attention of the locals here is Solomon Mars. And he is an animator and comic publisher, independent publisher from almost a decade back. He graduated from the Art Institute of Atlanta. But his website is www.patreon.com, patreon.com/SMARS. So check out Solomon's work. You'll get hooked on the stickers of his characters. I guarantee he's got a unique style, and you'll love Goblin, his interactive webcomic. It's an animated webcomic. It's really cool. Then there's also Steve Lasevsky's work over at Artist Gizmo. His website is http://artistgizmo, artistgizmo.weebly.com. In fact, he has an interactive webcomic strip that allows you not only to see Bunny, he's one of his lead characters, and how he gets into all kinds of trouble, but you can submit work to have your senior artwork up on his site, and that's no cost to you. So come be supportive and be interactive, and definitely get to know Steve's work. He's a great artist and a great digital colorist. Again, he's at different conventions around the Eastern Seaboard, but you definitely want to keep up with him and follow him on Facebook as well. Okay, speaking of Facebook, let's take a look and see if we have any art news this month on Social Media Alert. Well, let's see, Facebook is our first one, so let's talk about needing positive media short stories to help counteract or anti-promote a negative stereotyping. Well, everything you see is very negative in Facebook, and there's several memes that have been forwarded to by different fans to counteract that by putting up superhero characters or funny cat images, or find your favorite hug your grandmother's boa constrictor pictures, and find and post that. Well, what my friends and I have decided is we're going to focus on excellent story encounters, especially the one that we actually put up and got started involved a young little toddler who was rescued by a couple of 5-year-olds who became awesome citizens and helped the police rescue this little toddler. Set the story. Let me tell you this. The grandmother was there when the little child was accidentally locked in the car. She was standing there. The keys were still in the vehicle and the door shut by accident. Immediately getting help, police had come over to her, but they broke through the back window. Well, they were still too small to get into the vehicle, and they could not reach a door, a latch, a window to release it so they could open the door and get the child. The child was in no way, any length of time, unattended nor in the heat. So don't act like that was, grounds for being upset or dismissive of this grandmother. But in their moment of need appeared two small 5-year-olds. I believe 5-year-old and his brother. The one little 5-year-old was dressed up as Batman, and the younger brother was dressed up in Superman attire. And the young boy volunteered to crawl in through this small back window shattered hole and over through the back seat and into the front seat and unlock the door and helped open the door and save that toddler from and so it's really amazing. Those are the positive type stories that we need to be sharing throughout Facebook. So if you find one, share it today on your Facebook accounts. Make those your point. We all know that there's enough negativity with the shootings and the politics and everything happening, the insecurities here today. Let's be positive with what we're producing. Show those positive elements of the stories to the media. We'll be better off for each one of us. Another great, and I'll have to say, somewhat amazing post this past couple of weeks was the Sword Translation Challenge on Facebook. There has been found a classic knightly sword. It's rumored to have been made in the 1300s. So we're talking about an 800-year-old sword, which was forged and used around the time of Magna Carta for those medieval scholars. It was found in 1825 in a riverbed in England, and no one has been able to actually translate the inscription. No one. Not the British Museum, not Smithsonian, medieval scholars. They literally have put up a sword challenge for this actual translation. Well, I have written down the actual letters of what it actually says. So, if you want to take these down, you can also Google it on Facebook for Sword Challenge inscription deciphering. But here's where it is. Okay, so get your pens and pencils ready, children. Get ready to take down some notes. If you can figure this out, I'm sure that everyone not only will be amazed at your cryptographic skills and your deciphering functions, but wonder why and how big of a nerd you are to actually figure this out. Okay, there's a little